Welcome everyone to your love reading for the day. It's going to be for December 5th of 2018 to see what's going on with you. Alright, so in love, we're going to see the overall energy in love. What might be going on for all 12 signs, the collective energy for all 12 signs in love. The Magician is in reverse, and usually this is when someone is doing their best they can to get what they want at all costs. For some of you, might be dealing with someone who often is either stopping communication, communicating in the wrong way, saying certain things to get you riled up to do something that you really don't want to do, or if things are going right, they may not be letting you know. Alright, and that's still a form of manipulation, so you got to be careful with that. Others of you, where some of you might drop the ball, you might not be feeling all that passionate about career, might not be feeling motivated to continue to do what you have to do to keep the relationship going and keep the health of the connection really good. So that might be an issue. Alright, so bad issues when it comes to communication. And let's see the other energies for the collective for December 5th, 2018. Then we have the Six of Cups, and even still, two things where someone might be giving you the runaround. It's because they have some obstacles or issues with someone in their past. Whether it's someone that's constantly coming to that person and they might push them away, but they keep them coming back because there might be arguments, and they might manipulate one another to stay around with the connection because there's like an avoidance of a new beginning or a new start. In some way, that's what I'm getting when I see this. And that's still an energy where some of you may have had a bad set of circumstances that happened where both of you have moved on from one another, and that person may yearn for you, or you yearn for another person, and there is still manipulation there, still bad issues when it comes to communication. It's almost like it's very unhealthy from how it might make you think or how the other person is thinking about you. So a lot of resentment built in between both. And some of you could also be dealing with someone today that often uses children as something that can kind of keep you two together, or as a stepping stone, or making excuses as to why you should be together, or also as a child kind of getting in their ear, getting closer to them so that they can kind of one up you in some way. So that might be definitely an issue. All right, another card for the collective for December 5th, 2018. And then we have the Page of Cups, and this is a child that's showing up, but often a relationship where someone could play, act as if there is a relationship there. Some of you are, and that's why you got to be careful with that particular person, because it's being connected with you and being connected with someone from the past, and that can potentially be very disastrous, right? Because you don't really get that person's motives or their intentions, and you're not sure where to come from with the connection. So be careful about that. I see invitations, parties, being around that particular person, and in the same vicinity of someone that you may have disconnected from, and they could kind of get under your skin in some way. But you don't have to allow that to happen. That doesn't have to happen, but that can. So you have two people showing up so far, a younger sign, and then you have an older person. So some of you could be talking to someone who's a bit older or a bit younger in some way as well. Let's see, clarify the Six of Cups for all the collective. Then Seven of Cups. All right, so it seems to me that there's a energy of kind of being single or wanting to come together, but still, it's like mind games or something like that. That's what I kind of get. And you have to be careful and aware of these things that might be going on, because maybe some of you have experienced this in the past. That's how I kind of see it building up. Experienced it in the past, but now you're kind of getting real about what's going on with that particular person. All right. And then let's see, what might everyone be experiencing as the person that's coming towards you? What might the person that you're dealing with, what might he bring it towards you for today? Yeah, there's a breakup or so. As I'm recording the audio, I think some of you could have heard the crackling in the audio, so I didn't want to upload that, so I'm redoing it. So the Tower came out. The person that's coming towards you, it was it came out for that energy for a lot of you. Whoever you're dealing with, this is like you either removing yourself from that person's vicinity, or that person is coming towards you and kind of jetting or dashing, or kind of it's a breakup or something like that that might happen. Whatever it is, confrontation, friction, whatever it is, I feel like that's the combustion of energy that's building up from the Magician. Then you had the Six of Cups in the reverse position, where someone was kind of feeling like they was on top, or they were feeling like they had things under control, right, in your situation, where they may have been convincing you that things were okay, but the universe says no, things are not okay. So the Tower comes in, and that almost triggers a response from either you or that person that something is not right, and then you have to remove yourself from the situation. And I feel with the World being here, that was the second card that I pulled, and that was the like the outcome of what happens, like a response from you. And the World is an indication of moving on, I feel here, where you say things are not right. It reminds me of justice. It reminds me of going out into a different part of the world and getting away from whatever person that you were involved in with, and then you kind of move forward and kind of do something else, mind your own business, go about your business, whatever it might be. But this is universal protection from God, your angels, to know that when you do make the right decision to step away from someone who's not being authentic or being truthful or being fair, and if it's not something that's healthy for you to be dealing with, when you make that decision to justify or bring justice to what you may be kind of building up over a period of time, it tells you to make those changes and don't be afraid of moving on or kind of doing what you need to do. These won't be for everybody, where you completely move on from somebody and you never be back with them, but you have to make a decision, for a lot of you with the Seven of Cups and that kind of energy, to free yourself from whatever bondage it might be, whatever might be unhealthy, restrictive, or something that you don't feel is sincere or just. All right, so that's why I feel with these two cards came out there. Two major arcana showing up, and the third one is that Magician that came out first. But again, that whoever it might be, it doesn't have to be an Aries, it doesn't have to be you. It could be depending on how you deal with the day and how you respond to certain people. So and it could be two different, you have two people showing up again. Some of you might be dealing with two people, which is an indication of why this might be breaking down in a way that it might. So I hope the audio was better this time. I didn't want that to keep happening. So much love to you, much light, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to invest in a private reading if you would like to. I'm caught up pretty much with all the readings, and I think it's about 3 more that I have to do. Others haven't responded to their emails yet, so if you are looking at this right now, make sure you check your emails, and if you have not received your reading just yet, that's why I'm waiting for your response. So have a good one and enjoy your day.